All right. As they line up on the grid, Dakota Wilson and Kevin Coleman on the front row, Michael Whiting and Brian Mansfield on the second row, Eddie Baker, Sean Crooks on the third row, Blake Mosley and Jason Wiley on the fourth row. DJ the Iceman Kinner and Chris Stroop rounding out the top 10. Then Jim Johnson, Michael Scruggs 11th and 12th. 13th is Jim Cook. Graham Nucky is 14th. Cody Olson 15th and Tyler Robertson 16th. Skylar Massey and Garmy 17th and 18th. Brian Burkhart and newcomer Shanna Harton 19th and 20th. Spencer Brown 21st. Doug McLaughlin 22nd. Brandon McLaughlin 23rd. Patrick Coluccio 24th. Drew Warren starting in 25th. Zach Bache is 26th, and 27th is Justin Glover. Few new names, few new paint jobs, and of course Blake Mosley being back, and newcomer Shanna Harton out there as well. There is Shanna in the 919 truck. Zach Bache back there in the old Woody paint scheme. Josh cheering on Dakota Wilson. Craig cheering on Dakota Wilson and says stone cold. And Zach Bache said he is getting a Hard Charger award tonight. We'll see if he can make his way from the front to the back as they start to roll off and line up. Dakota Wilson starting out front and trying to regain some points on Brian Mansfield, who starts in fourth. Remember, this is week 7. After tonight, 3 more races in the season. And none of these positions are locked in. Every position out there is still up for grabs. Anything could happen, and it is Charlotte. 24-degree banking turns. 5-degree banked straightaways, and chaos off the go. Cold tires will make things interesting. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Everybody getting a good start so far. Thought I saw a couple of guys trying to make it 3 wide, make a move to the outside early. Nobody does, though. Dakota Wilson on the bottom. He's got Kevin Coleman up high. Kevin's going to clear him out of 2. No, he's not. Dakota's fighting back on the inside. Off into turns 3 and 4 for the first time. After this, after about 5 or 10 laps, 3 and 4 will be where all the action is. Once those tires start to wear, the truck starts pushing really bad through 3, and it's a fight to keep it down and get back on the gas as we've got a little bit of 2 wide action. Almost went 3 wide around Mansfield. Mansfield has Blake Mosley up to the high side. And that is his nephew. I can promise you, the nephew does not want to wreck Brian, who's in a points battle. They're going to have to be really careful. And Eddie Baker right there on the back bumper. And look who's already picked up several positions and almost to the top 5. DJ, the Iceman Kinner, up on the high side. Another truck on the move. Jim, Freaky Fast, Freaky Good. Oh, wrong Jim. That's Jim Cook. My bad. Jim Freaky Fast, Freaky Good Johnson is right behind him, starting to go back a little bit. But Jim Cook has already picked up 5 positions, started in 13th, now up to 8th. And Tyler Robertson, who we've seen come through this field countless times this season in both Cup and trucks. They're in the 24 truck. as they get a little sketchy going through there, is up to 11th after starting in 16th. Skylar Massey, Jim Johnson goes through the infield. Looked like he managed to save it, but a little bit of excitement there. Gets a little tap from the 24. Jumps it through the infield, pulls it back out on track right in front of Garmy, and everybody manages to hold it together there, but man, that was a close one. And now up into third, you knew he wouldn't stay back very long, DJ the Iceman Kenner. But out front, starting to build a bit of a lead, is Dakota Wilson. And quite a battle heating up back behind him, as Michael Whiting and Blake Mosley battle side by side. Mansfield had stuck his nose in there a lap or two ago, has backed off a little bit for the moment. And there were a few guys were talking about tire saving strategies early. Expect to see some of these cars that have gone backwards to start charging forward after about lap 10, 15. And expect to see some of these guys work their way backwards. Another driver's picked up a lot of spots. David Garman starts in 18th, up to 13th. Brian Burkhart started 19th and back up into 14th. If I'm not mistaken, that is a new paint scheme for Burkhart. And Cody Olson right there started in 15th. He is trying to hold on to 12th right now, but Garmy to the high side. Right in front of him, Jason Wiley. Lost a couple of positions since the start. And the 24 of Tyler Robertson is now back in the top 10. Further back in the field, Zach Bache said before the race he was going for a hard charger award. He's up to 24th, starting to make his way forward as well. And action everywhere on the track right now as Tyler Robertson closes in. Let's take a lap around in the 24 truck. As they come down to the start-finish line, 2 wide right in front of him. Can you go 3 wide here? Yes. Is it advisable? No. He's making a wise choice, not making it 3 wide yet. Up to the high side as he comes out of turn 2, trying to carry some momentum. Chris Stroop right in front of him. Jim Cook trying to get up there and get a little side draft. And now off into turn 3 once again. This is where you really have to fight the truck, especially the longer you run. You saw Stroop get a little bit of the wall there. And that was a lap around here, a 1.5 mile track in 31 seconds. Up front, Dakota Wilson's lead has diminished, but it is no longer Kevin Coleman. It is DJ the Iceman Kenner coming towards the front. In recent weeks, we've seen DJ slowly work his way to the front. Tonight, he's not messing with slowly. He's already up to second. Eddie Baker started in 5th, up to 4th, still holding on to a top 5. Blake Mosley getting into the top 5 here, running that high line. There's a 3-car pack running around the bottom here, led by Michael Whiting with Brian Mansfield. Now Mansfield looking to the inside. Chris Stroop right there with him as well. And Tyler Robertson, who has now made his way up into the 9th position. DJ Kenner has picked up 7 spots to get to 2nd. Tyler Robertson has picked up 7 spots to get to 9th. And David Garman has picked up 7 spots to get into 11th. Brian Burkhart has picked up 6 spots to get up to 13th. Those are the 3 biggest movers so far, but it is far from over here. And the Iceman gets around Dakota Wilson coming out of turn 4. DJ Kenner to the lead at the start of lap 14. And now the question is, do we see DJ Kenner's dominance again here tonight? Will he be able to drive away from the field? Skylar Massey had some problems early. He's got heavy damage to that truck and is now back in last place in 27th. Hoping for a caution to get a repair and get going. And don't forget, they are carrying a light fuel load. This will require at least two pit stops. We'll see if they're going to be green flag or not. Everybody's running nose to tail all over the track, as Michael Whiting is still trying to battle around Blake Mosley. They've got Brian Mansfield right behind him, and that side-by-side will wear their tires out extremely quickly. Especially Michael Whiting having to keep that truck pinched down to the bottom. Chris Stroop and Tyler Robertson have been able to catch back up, stay right there on the back bumper. Jim Johnson, who started up in 11th place, had worked his way all the way up to about 8th place at one point, has now drifted back into 16th. And the Australian Graham Nucky there in the yellow car on the bottom, blinking out. Did he forget to open the garage door this time? And the Iceman cannot run away, but that top four has started to open up a bit of a gap. They have almost a second from Eddie Baker in 4th to Michael Whiting back in 5th. Michael Whiting now has half a second over Blake Mosley and Brian Mansfield. A little further back, Chris Stroop, Tyler Robertson. Jim Cook now holding on to 10th. David Garman in 11th. Cody Olson 12th. Jason Wiley currently in 13th. Starting to see some green flag stops as Patrick Coluccio, Skylar Massey, Brian Burkhart, DJ Kenner, Tyler Robertson, Jim Cook, just about everybody comes in the top 10. Kevin Coleman stays out. Eddie Baker stays out. Blake Mosley stays out. Chris Stroop staying out. These guys trying to stretch that fuel mileage. Looks like it will be a 3-stop race instead of a 2-stop race. And this may spread the pack out here tonight. Blake Mosley, Chris Stroop both come to pit road. Kevin Coleman, Eddie Baker, Drew Warren, and Doug McLaughlin all staying out. And Skylar Massey coming off pit road right in front of the leaders. They are on old tires. Skylar Massey right there is going to have fresh tires if they don't come to pit road. Nope, the 0-0, they both come to pit road. Now will Drew Warren come to pit road? As the Iceman comes around him, Drew Warren's going to come to pit road. This might give the lead back to DJ Kenner here. Blake Mosley coming off pit road. DJ Kenner clears him. Down the back straightaway, DJ Kenner now has a 4.5 second lead. I'm looking at his pit stop time. It is no different than Dakota Wilson's. Just a couple of tenths of a second difference right now between those two cars. Eddie Baker coming up off pit road. DJ comes around him. And now here comes Kevin Coleman up off pit road. Eddie Baker in second now. Dakota Wilson and a huge pack with Michael Whiting and Tyler Robertson, who is now being scored in 5th place. Blake Mosley in 6th. Brian Burkhart in 7th. Chris Stroop right there with him in 8th. Brian Mansfield slips back to 9th after pit stops, and Kevin Coleman in 10th. And Jim Cook is right there with him. And another car we talked about prior to the race, Zach Bache is already, after pit stops, is up to 17th. Drew Warren, who started in 25th, is now up to 16th. Doug McLaughlin picks up several spots as well. He is now up to 18th. And back up front, DJ Kenner, 4.5 second lead after pit stops. And I seriously do not know how he does it. He had a slower pit time than Eddie Baker. And he was on pit road 3 seconds longer than Eddie Baker, yet he came out 4.5 seconds ahead of Eddie Baker. And Eddie Baker now just 0.6 of a second in front of this big group, now led by Tyler Robertson. Tyler Robertson starting to close in on Eddie Baker. Dakota Wilson, Blake Mosley, and Michael Whiting still in this pack, along with Brian Burkhart and Chris Stroop. Brian Burkhart started in 19th and is now up to 7th. Him and Tyler Robertson have had the two best runs. Tyler started in 16th and is up to 3rd. And now the question is DJ going to start some strategy here? Is he going to try any two-tire stops? Will he try and stretch the mileage like we've seen in the past couple of weeks? Jason Wiley right behind him. Look, Jason, the first car, 1 lap down, looking to get his lap back here. Eddie Baker in second place has actually opened up a little bit more of a gap. He is now 0.8 of a second in front of third place Tyler Robertson. Tyler now has his mirror full of Blake Mosley. Off into 3, Blake drops to the low side. Side by side off of 4. Things get a little sketchy the longer they are out there. When they come off turn 4 side by side, we've seen guys scraping the wall a couple of times tonight. We'll see if they can keep this battle going. Looks like Tyler is going to let him go and drop back in line. Now crossing back over to the inside. Is he going to make the move into turn 3? Thought better of it. Drops down to the bottom and lets him have it. Tyler Robertson back to 4th, and now Blake Mosley up to 3rd. And 3-car battle going on here as Chris Stroop moves up into 5th. Dakota Wilson and Michael Whiting 6th and 7th. And now Michael Whiting looking under Dakota Wilson. Drifts up a little in the middle of the corner. Had to get out of it, and Dakota gets by clean. Close call there coming through 3 and 4 as Michael Whiting's truck starting to push up just a little bit. Looking back to Drew Warren, who is currently in 16th. He's another one that's picked up a lot of positions. currently running in 16th. He is closing on Graham Nucky very, very quickly, who's in 15th. Doug McLaughlin and Zach Bache currently battling for 17th place. Doug McLaughlin dropping to the inside through 3 and 4. Zach Bache going backwards 1 spot. Patrick Coluccio currently running in 20th. Justin Glover in 21st. And now Patrick Coluccio glitched, and he is back in 21st. Moved Justin Glover up to 20th. And with the pack getting fairly spread out now, some drivers not having the advantage of the draft to work with. DJ Kenner is using the draft off the lap cars. Looks like he let Jason Wiley go back by him. Slides by Skylar Massey off into turn 1. Eddie Baker has gained a second on DJ Kenner. I'm betting DJ is saving a little bit of tire here. Trying to save some tire and fuel, backing out of it just a little bit. And Blake Mosley starting to gain a little bit of ground on Eddie Baker. Eddie had over about a second and a half on second place there for a little bit. Now it is within a second. Chris Stroop currently in 4th. Tyler Robertson holding on to 5th. And back behind him, Michael Whiting and Kevin Coleman battle side by side. Michael Whiting, Skylar Massey's coming in for his second pit stop. Several laps early, it looks like. Side by side, and it looks like Kevin Coleman is going to take 6th place from Michael Whiting. And Michael Whiting's not done yet. He looks to the inside. Nope, he thought better of it. Skylar Massey, Justin Glover, Patrick Coluccio, Shannon Harton, DJ Kenner on pit road. As Shannon Harton comes off pit road, looked like they were struggling just a little bit. Might have got a little bit of the grass there. Now Eddie Baker to the lead, and this is an early stop for guys like DJ Kenner. Saw most of the field go 20 laps on that first run. Michael Whiting, Dakota Wilson now to pit road. DJ Kenner now rolling back up off of pit road. Eddie Baker still staying out. Looks like Skylar Massey's gone back to pit road, and Blake Mosley, Chris Stroop come to pit road this time. Dakota Wilson, Michael Whiting, Jim Johnson all on pit road. Kevin Coleman stays out. Doug McLaughlin looks like he is going to stay out. Sean Crooks is staying out. And DJ Kenner, having pitted already, is starting to run people down. And Eddie Baker is going to give up the lead. He had a bobble trying to get on pit road. Almost lost it, managed to save it. Almost caused a problem for Kevin Coleman. And a lot of smoke on track.
Double O this time. Double O this time.
Skylar, what up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? Oh, you know, living the dream, serving penalties.
I was wondering, what did you get a penalty for?
Apparently, when you go 46 and a 45, they don't like that.
No, they really, really don't.
That's been par for the course for my night. Qualify real good for myself. Lap 1, get cut off by somebody. No apology, no nothing. Par for the course for asphalt races in this league. It's, just figured, you needed somebody to come in and join you because I'm not racing hard for anything anymore.
Well, who do you predict will win this thing tonight?
I hope anybody but the 24 wins.
Okay. Well, DJ currently has an 8-second lead over the 24.
That sounds great.
And caution.
Oh, and a yellow. All right.
And Michael Scruggs is involved.
Oh.
And,
well.
Shanna Harton just drifted up in front of him. He had to move to save it, and he got stuck in the wall on the front straightaway. Ouch.
Poor guy. Well, Doug, I'll let you kick me out of the booth here. I just needed to come vent for a minute.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Get back out there.
Yep.
Skylar Massey obviously frustrated tonight. I'm sure that Michael Scruggs is a bit frustrated now as well. After that incident, great job by him making sure he didn't hit another car, but that's got to be a heartbreak. And it is going to end up trapping several cars a lap down due to the pit strategy. Patrick Coluccio, I believe, is in the position. He is in 19th right now. I believe he's in position to get his lap back. So that'll put 19 cars on the lead lap. Justin Glover, Shanna Harton, Sean Crooks, Jason Wiley, Brandon McLaughlin, Spencer Brown, and Skylar Massey all one or more laps down. Now Michael Scruggs going a lap down as well. He head to toe. And DJ coming to pit road. Tyler Robertson is going to stay out. Wait and see how this sorts out, because due to DJ pitting, that puts several cars between the now leader of Tyler Robertson and the pace car. If these people stay out, they will get waved around and be back to the lead lap. So right now is Tyler Robertson in the lead, Jim Cook in second, Drew Warren is third, Zach Bache is up to fourth. One of his best asphalt runs. You're used to seeing him competing. Matt Stewart chiming in, there's a speed limit for a reason, Skyler. And Zach Bache is definitely a 100% dirt guy, but he has been working on his asphalt oval lately, and it is definitely starting to show as he makes his way forward. Kevin Coleman now up to fifth. Now let's see if Tyler Robertson and the others come to pit road. Looks like Jim Cook might be coming to pit road. Shanna Harton's going to come to pit road. Justin Glover and Justin Glover, Patrick Coluccio stay out. So those two will get waved around the pace car at one to go. They will be back on the lead lap. Great strategy move by those two. And DJ, after having pitted, is now in fourth. So obviously, pit stops just don't slow DJ down at all. Looking to see, I do not see Drew Warren in the chat. As they start to stack back up and get ready, they'll get the 1 to green this time. We'll see a couple of cars go by. Tyler Robertson now in the lead. Jim Cook second, Drew Warren third, DJ Kenner fourth, Chris Stroop now up to fifth. He had been battling his way through the top 10 all night. Another big mover, David Garman, now up to 8th. Brian Burkhart in 9th now. And Zach Bache went to pit road. He comes out 17th. Doug McLaughlin comes out 19th. Patrick Coluccio, Justin Glover get waved around 20th and 21st. There go the wave arounds. Looks like Spencer Brown made a last-minute pit stop here, probably getting topped off on fuel. That'll definitely benefit him. All right, everybody lining back up side by side. Quick update, DJ Kenner, the points leader, restarting in 4th. Chris Stroop, 2nd in points, restarting in 5th. Brian Mansfield, 3rd in points, currently 13th. Dakota Wilson, who came into tonight 4th in points, needed a good points night here, currently in 12th. So that battle between Mansfield and Dakota Wilson not only happening in the points, but that battle is literally happening on track. Several of those battles going on, and as the season starts to draw to a close, things are going to get very interesting. Pace truck is in, green flag in the air. Tyler Robertson down and away, and here comes the Iceman. DJ Kenner already looking for a way to the front. And a lot of side-by-side action back behind him, as we've got several drivers trying to make their way forward here. DJ Kenner right on the back bumper of the 24 of Tyler Robertson. Now looking to the high side. How long can Robertson hold him off? Not for long. DJ's going to the high side in 1. Off turn 2, DJ has a nose ahead, and here comes another car charging forward. David Garman's picked up several positions since the restart. He's now up to 5th and looking for 4th from Jim Cook. Eddie Baker got the wall coming out of turn 4. He is way slow on the high side. Everybody manages to get around. He gets back up to speed, but he lost 3 positions in that mess. DJ Kenner has the lead now. Finally cleared Tyler Robertson, and he is going to drive away. He just had the fastest lap of the race. And Eddie Baker trying to make something happen up on the high side, trying to pick some positions back up here. Here comes Chris Stroop back on the high side. Michael Whiting right there in that mix as well. And Brian Burkhart on the bottom, starting to inch his way forward as well. He is now back in the top 10. Drew Warren has been quietly working his way forward. He is in about 12th place right now, on the inside of Jim Johnson down the front straightaway. And 3 wide just ahead of him. Because, hey, why not? They get back 2 wide. Dakota Wilson slots in behind the 00 and stays on the bottom. Everybody settles it down just a hair. Cody Olson, we haven't talked about him much tonight. He's just there lurking in 12th place. Back up front, DJ Kenner trying to pull away from Tyler Robertson. 0.3 of a second that Tyler Robertson now 0.7 of a second in front of third place Jim Cook, but here comes Eric Baker. And, oh, we've got a wreck on the front stretch. They cleared the track, no caution yet. David Garman had to check up to avoid an incident. David Garman checked up just a little bit, got a bit of the fence. Chris Stroop was right there. And great driving by everybody behind him not to have wrecked in that incident. Caution. And we might have had a big one. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it looks like Michael Whiting involved up in front and a lot of guys trying to get evasive. Let's see if we can get a look at Whiting. As he comes off turn 4, we said that'd be where the action was tonight. Right there, off turn 4, sure enough, Michael Whiting gets caught in it. It looked like Michael drifted up and caught a bit of the 6 car. And Graham Nucky getting caught in it. Let's see if we can get a different angle on it. And it looks like as Michael Whiting was drifting up, the 6 just was running his line, which ended up coming down a hair, and they just meet in the middle. I would expect to see pit stops here. Everybody can go the distance on fuel from here. Matt Stewart saying, Stroop, 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 loop. Stroop actually made it through that despite being back behind it. No damage to that truck. Justin Glover picking up several positions on that. Blake Mosley, what happened to Mosley? He's getting ready to come to pit road under caution, and it looks like he caught a bump on the blue line that divides the banking from the flat, and it sent him around. What a heartbreak, as he had picked up several positions already and was running in the top 10. And it looks like Iceman is coming off pit road with the lead. And hey, while we're under caution, don't forget the Outlaws are recruiting for their Tuesday and Thursday night asphalt series. GT3s, Indy cars, SR8s, super late models this season, and next season they switch that to ARCA. There's going to be a lot of great racing to be had. And don't forget to tune in next Sunday morning, 11:30 Eastern, for the first time ever, the GT3 for Not So Serious Racing League will be broadcast here, and they will be at Interlagos. Plus, we will have some information on upcoming recruitment races. We'll be broadcasting the next 3 Thursday nights. We'll be posting more of that information and a lot more today and tomorrow. DJ Kenner comes off of pit road in first. Tyler Robertson second. Jim Cook is third. Eddie Baker now in fourth. Brian Burkhardt is in fifth. Coleman sixth. Dakota Wilson seventh. Jim Johnson eighth. Drew Warren ninth. And Zach Beige making a charge. He is now up to 10th. Doug McLaughlin, Chris Stroop, Justin Glover, and Patrick Coluccio and Blake Mosley round out through 15th, and 16th is Sean Crooks. Brian Mansfield is 17th, and Shanna Harton is 18th. 18 cars currently on the lead lap. And gotta say, great run by a couple of guys that aren't really asphalt racers. Justin Glover and Zach Bache both having really great runs here tonight. And not surprised at all to see DJ Kenner out front most of the night. Now, since Matt Stewart is cheering on Chris Stroop here, we got to ask, can he come from 11th, or from 12th, excuse me, and make his way up to the front? He'll have just under 20 laps to do it. Actually, I'm doing the yeah, okay, everybody can make it on fuel that stopped there. Graham Nucky getting out there. He is having to drop to the bottom. I think he has to go backwards. Garmy out of the race. Looks like Cody Olson might be out. Skylar Massey is out. Skylar Massey is back out on track, excuse me. Several laps down. Michael Whiting back out several laps down. Graham Nucky currently a lap down. Spencer Brown currently a lap down. And Michael Scruggs a couple laps down as well. Lights are off on the pace car. Getting ready to go green flag racing again. Off of turn 4, pace car dropping in. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. And DJ Kenner down and away. Tyler Robertson manages to drop in line. Back behind him, though, it's getting a little bit dicey, as Chris Stroop, trying to pick up some positions, was briefly 3 wide on the coming out of turn 2. And Patrick Coluccio, who's been out back most of the race, is now up into 12th and trying to charge forward. Tyler Robertson has managed to get around DJ Kenner for the lead. And we're wrecking back behind. Caution is out. And it was 3 wide with Dakota Wilson and Jim Cook got sandwiched in the middle. Several cars get caught, including Skylar Massey. I do believe I saw Justin Glover catch a piece of it. Graham Nucky had to avoid it. Let's see if Michael Scruggs caught a piece of it. Scruggs managing to avoid it by dropping down to the grass. And several cars caught and damaged in that incident. A lot of cars already on pit road. You see Justin Glover having to take the 25 into pit road. He is smoking. DJ Kenner faked to pit road, stays out. Justin Glover, Kevin Coleman both on pit road. Eddie Baker staying out. Dakota Wilson, Brian Burkhart. Just about everybody staying out. Only the cars impacted look like they came to pit road. And Tyler Robertson will restart in the lead. Keep in mind, folks, Tyler Robertson has a fairly dominant lead in the Outlaw Cup Series right now. 28-point lead over Mason Neal. DJ Kenner's only 6th in points in that series, but here He's starting to open up his own dominant lead over Chris Stroop. And unfortunately, it looks like Skylar Massey is done for the night. Everybody starting to sort out positions on track as they have one more lap of pacing to go here. Biggest movers so far tonight, Tyler Robertson, who started in 16th, is now leading. Brian Burkhart, who started in 19th, is 5th. Drew Warren started in 25th. He is currently up to 7th place. Zach Bache started 26th and is in 8th place. Patrick Coluccio now up into 9th place after starting 24th. And Doug McLaughlin, who started in 22nd, now up into 10th. Justin Glover's picked up 10 spots so far tonight. Shannon Martin picked up 6 spots so far tonight. A lot of big moves happening here, and of course DJ Kenner, who will restart in 2nd after starting 9th. And we'll restart with less than 15 laps to go. Everybody can make it on fuel. Tire wear will be an issue here. We've got several cars at the back of the field who have pitted this time, like Jason Wiley, Jim Cook, Mike Scruggs, Graham Nucky. A lot of those involved in the incident will have came to pit road, gotten fresh tires along with repairs. We might see a late race charge from these guys that do have those fresh tires. So look for about 16th, 17th, and 18th. Blake Mosley, Justin Glover, Jason Wiley, and a few others back there that might be able to come to the front before this thing is all said and done. Tyler Robertson will lead them down. Now to be Tyler Robertson and DJ Kenner battling for the lead one more time. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. 12 to go at the line, and Tyler Robertson gets the better restart. How long will he be able to hold on to it? And we've got getting very sketchy right behind this group of cars. Caution already. Let's see if we can see what happened. Looks like Kevin Coleman. Oh, there was a 3-wide. Kevin Coleman in the middle. He got sandwiched, turned around. No, sorry, that was not Kevin Coleman. Let's see. Yep, that was Kevin Coleman that just got turned around. Let's take it back a step and just see. as he went for quite a ride there. Stuck in the middle between the 19 and Michael Scruggs. Got a tap from the 19, drifted up into Scruggs. Everybody else manages to hold on. Looks like Justin Glover might have caught a little bit of that as well. And we will restart with less than 10 laps to go. Looking to see who is available to talk to in that top group right now. Looks like Burkhart's available. We haven't talked to him in a while. Hey, Burkhart, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, welcome back first, and secondly, you're having a great run.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, man. It's been fun. Glad to be back. It's definitely been an interesting night.
Well, you're sitting in fourth. You've got a couple of really fast cars up there at the front. Are you going to be able to do anything with DJ and Tyler?
I think so. You know, I feel pretty good about the truck. You know, I think I can run with these guys. Yeah, I do.
Well, you got a little bit of damage on the right rear of your spoiler. Is that going to help or hurt?
I'm hoping it's going to help keep the right rear in the air a little bit better.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
All right, looks like Burkhart will restart in fourth in that blue 18 car. Looks like they're going to go around one more time. And to pit road this time, Spencer Brown went to pit road, Jim Cook went to pit road, Kevin Coleman went to pit road. Justin Glover had to go to pit road again. Justin Glover, that's a bit of a heartbreak as he was almost into the top 10 tonight. Having a great run, that's going to put him back. He is on his way off pit road. He'll restart in 19th, one lap down. Jim Cook will restart in 18th, one lap down. You see that damage on Burkhart's right rear spoiler. He's hoping that that'll help with the downforce, help keep it down, give him a little extra grip there. And oftentimes you get a small aero adjustment like that, and it does help you run just a little bit faster. That's what he is hoping for here tonight. Hoping to get enough speed to keep up with those two trucks in front of him. Maybe do something with him. Tyler Robertson on the bottom. DJ, the Iceman Kenner, up top. Chris Stroop, second in points, back in 12th place. Brian Mansfield, third in points, Chris is in 11th. Mansfield currently in 12th. Dakota Wilson was looking to get back around Mansfield here tonight. He is currently sitting 5th on the track, so he'll pick up some points in this race if he can keep that truck that far ahead of Mansfield. Pace car will drop off coming out of turn number 4. Pace car is on pit road. Here they come for what could be the final restart. Green flag is in the air. 7 laps to go at the line. Tyler Robertson gets a great restart on this one. DJ still trying to fight on the high side as they spread out a bit back behind. Burkhardt drops to the bottom. Power move down to the bottom. He is going for third. He's got the position into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Iceman and Tyler Robertson side by side. DJ's got the run up on the high side out of 4. It's DJ Kidder at the line, and now Eddie Baker looking to try and follow him through. Burkhardt on the bottom. Further back, several battles going on right now as Chris Stroop has made it up to 9th place, trying to march forward. Blake Mosley back in 10th now. Coluccio in 11th. Dakota Wilson fighting Jim Johnson. He is trying to pick up some points here. And they're still side by side for the lead. Oh, on a wiggle out of both trucks coming off turn 2. And here comes Eddie Baker on the bottom for second. And he's going to bring Brian Burkhardt with him. Burkhardt doesn't have the run. Burkhardt in the wall off turn 4. Jim Johnson slips by. Jim Johnson now to 4th. Brian Mansfield is on pit road. DJ, the Iceman Kenner, is out front and starting to open up a lead on second place Tyler Robertson. Eddie Baker to 3rd. And now Jim Johnson is in 4th, but Dakota Wilson trying to get back up there and get as many positions as he can, knowing by now that Brian Mansfield is on pit road. Drew Warren currently in 5th. Zach Bache, best asphalt run of the season, in 7th place right now. Trying to get around Drew Warren. Patrick Coluccio had an incident. Oh, he got tapped and sent to the wall, gets down off the track, ending an amazing run by Coluccio tonight. Patrick was having one heck of a comeback. He was up into the top 10. Burkhardt has now drifted back to 11th after catching the wall. Final lap, and DJ Kenner is out front. Tyler Robertson fighting for second. Eddie Baker right on the back bumper. Off into turn number 3. DJ Kenner has the lead. He's got the momentum. He'll get the win here today. Tyler Robertson will hold on to second. Eddie Baker comes in 3rd. Dakota Wilson 4th. Drew Warren is 5th. Zach Bache comes in 6th and ties for the Hard Charger Award with Drew Warren, both of which picked up 20 spots in that race. Blake Mosley comes home 7th. Jim Johnson 8th. Chris Stroop finishes 9th. Jason Wiley is 10th. Kevin Coleman 11th. Burkhardt is 12th. Doug McLaughlin 13th. Shanna Harton 14th. And Sean Crooks 15th. One lap or more down. Jim Cook finishes 16th. Patrick Coluccio comes home 17th. 18th is Brandon McLaughlin. Spencer Brown is 19th. Graham Nucky is 20th. Michael Whiting is 21st. Scruggs is 22nd. Brian Mansfield 23rd. Justin Glover 24th. Cody Olson 25th. And another win by the Iceman here tonight. Let's see if we can get a hold of a couple of our drivers. Dakota Wilson very pumped right now with that 4th place finish. He's going to pick up a ton of positions. He's going to pick up a lot of points here tonight. All right, looks like we got to wait for our top 3 to join us. DJ will extend his points lead, with Chris Stroop finishing back in 9th place. Dakota Wilson will actually take 3rd in points and gain a little bit on 2nd place Chris Stroop here tonight. And while we're waiting on the others, let's get a word with Dakota. Hey, Dakota. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you. That was wild.
You definitely had an interesting up and down race tonight, man.
Yeah, it felt good leading in first 10 or 12 laps there. I just I burnt my tires off just trying to get a lead, and I know that was the wrong move, but I'm not at the front very much, so I was going to give it all she had.
Well, you definitely pick up some bonus points tonight, and with Brian Mansfield finishing from pit road, you're definitely going to take 3rd in points, and you finished in front of Chris Stroop by several positions, so you're going to pick up some points on 2nd as well.
Yeah, that was a solid points night. I hate that Mansfield had some bad luck there. I love running straight up with him, and maybe it'll come down to the wire at the end of the season here.
It's certainly looking like it in some of these points battles.
Yes, sir. Maybe in these last couple of weeks, 1st and 2nd will have some more bad luck, and I might steal this thing from them.
Well, I don't see DJ having any bad luck, but you never know.
Yeah, we'll just have to put him in the wall or pay someone to do it.
That would probably do the trick, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations, man. That was a heck of a run tonight, bud.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the broadcast.
My pleasure. All right, we'll give DJ, Eddie, and Tyler another minute here. I'm making sure I don't overlook any of them. Oh, Eddie Baker is available. Hey, Eddie, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Hey, man, a hard-fought 3rd place finish tonight.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough one. I thought I was going to get away with it for a little while there. I took 2 tires, came out in 2nd, and thought if it stayed green, I'd have a good strategy going, where I could have stolen it from everybody. But we had a little bit of cautions going on there, and it really messed up my strategy.
Well, regardless, I mean, you were battling with the leader several times, and you were one of the few cars that was actually able to catch up to and run down DJ tonight.
Yeah, that was on 2 tires too. With that 2nd stint there after the first pit stop, I only took 2 tires, and I noticed he was like 5.5 seconds ahead. And before we had to pit again, I got him down to like 2.8, I think the relative said. So I was pretty impressed with that, and the setup was pretty nice in the long run. Just wish we could have got a little bit more green there on that after that last pit stop.
Well, yeah, it did get a little chaotic there at the end, but man, that was definitely a heck of a run tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. That top 5, 6, 7 guys, that was a lot of fun, side by side battling. It was definitely a white knuckle night.
Well, man, congratulations, heck of a run, buddy.
Thanks, Doug. Hopefully we can carry this over on Wednesday.
Yeah, hopefully so, man. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good night.
All right, and looks like Drew Warren is available. Let's get a quick word with him. Hey, Drew, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, got you, Doug. How's it going?
Hey, man, good. I have to ask you and Zach, what did you guys just like hook up at the early in the race and take to the front together?
No, not at all. We just ended up there. I just had a strategy. I knew it was going to be some tight racing, narrow lanes at Charlotte. So try to keep my nose clean, pitted off cycle with most of the crew. And, I think it was after the first pit, Had some good save tires. My tires were about 3-4 laps newer than a lot of guys, and I was watching my deltas on my overlay, and I was gaining upwards of a half a second on most of the guys, so made up a lot of positions there, and did it again on the second stop, and got lucky with a couple accidents there. Took a couple guys out ahead of me, and a few guys in for repairs, and worked my way up for a top 5. So pretty happy with that.
Yeah, no complaints there. And you drove through a lot of chaos in front of you a couple of times, narrowly avoiding incidents.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the guys up front, they were going really hard right off the start, and I knew I didn't want to do that. So I think it was might have been the first or second accident. I ended up on third place on the start, and I really didn't want to be up that high. And I think within a couple laps, I dropped all the way back to 12th because I didn't want to burn up my tires too fast, and I didn't. And a couple laps later, I started taking back the positions on those guys. So strategy seemed to work tonight.
Well, it definitely did, man. Congratulations. And I think you and Zach tied for the Hard Charger Award for the night, so you both get a little bit extra bonus points there.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, 20 spots. Pretty happy.
I would be too, man. Congrats, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, Drew Warren, let's see if we can get a quick word. I'm not sure if Zach is still around since... Oh, nope, we have not seen DJ yet, so we'll get a quick word with Zach and... Hey, Zach, this is Doug. You got me?
I got you loud and clear, Doug.
What a run tonight, you and Drew Warren picking up 20 spots each.
I was trying to get past him early in the race. I knew he was up. He was started back there with me, but he was fast just with me, and we carried our weight. We both went to the front. There was a lot of incidents tonight, but I'm happy with the results. This Woody truck, I tell you what, it's given me good luck so far. So
it definitely has. You probably ought to stick with that. It's terrible in qualifying, I've noticed, but in the race trim, yeah, it's working its way to the front pretty quick.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good truck. It's a pretty nice paint scheme too. So.
Well, congratulations, man. That was a heck of a run. I think both of you will get a Hard Charger award tonight, so congrats.
Thank you, Doug.
All right. Does not look like DJ is going to be joining us tonight, so we will say goodnight and congratulations to DJ Kenner once again. Heck of a run. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This one has been a lot of fun, and look forward to seeing you back tomorrow night for the Dirt doubleheader. And y'all stick around, or y'all come back and watch. Thank y'all for watching.